Hello everybody, welcome back to Jack 2 Stitch as a Glitch. We're going to be moving forward into... We're going to get our first dark power of the day.
I don't know why, but I think...
Oh dear.
I don't know...
Yeah, a whole bunch of gunshots included.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know why, but I thought a more suitable substitution would be Jack 2 Daxter as a Glitch.
But that's not the title.
No. Here's what's better. Well, if we're gonna do parody titles, it would be like, it would be Jack 2, Dax is a hex.
Or we could just simplify and just say Jack 2, the bitch has a glitch.
But which
anyway,
one?
we have Dark Blast, which is...
Whoa.
So this is Dark Blast, which is... It doesn't look as impressive there, but trust me, it's actually really broken against some bosses. It's very useful for attacking things that are in air. That, you know, because the Dark Bomb usually works better on things that are closer to you or on the ground. But anyway, we have an elevator problem. Because we need to get up to that service elevator that the mechanic, not Kira, told us about.
I can't help you with your eco bill.
Need you to switch on the access elevator.
I didn't even realize we could pay for eco.
Sheesh! That's part of the old B-zone power grid. It hasn't worked for years.
Times have advanced.
Well, if it's too hard for you, I understand.
Reverse psychology.
Can be tricky.
Oh my god, Jack.
I could route the B-zone conduit.
What a jerk.
Bypass grid, shunting past the eco rings to connect inductor tubes in series. Then back through the outer wall insulator helix and across the resonance to the number 5 capacitor array.
I said it before and I'll say it again. I just love how the fact, like, even with all the, like, the darker tone and everything, Jack, like, both Jack and Dexter are just, they still have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
That's good.
Actually, Mar was
Back when Naughty Dog actually knew what a sense of humor was.
most of this stuff long ago.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of still do now. It's just that there's certain games, some of their games just don't incorporate them.
Yeah, it's like the closest thing
So
they
we
have
need
to that is... Oh, sorry.
No, keep going.
I was about to say, the closest thing that they have to a sense of humor nowadays is in Uncharted.
Pretty much.
And that's not to say that those
So
games aren't
basically-
funny, it's just that, yeah.
I can do the rest. Just
Right.
don't tell the Baron I ever saw you.
I know, he still kind of works for the Baron issue kind of thing. Anyway, so what he's saying is, you may have noticed when I've been flying around, sometimes a giant turret just pops out of the ground while I'm flying around and people are mad at me and they start shooting at me.
Mm-hmm.
We need to actually break those things now.
Oh, finally. Some much needed vengeance.
Oh yes, so we need to shoot them, because, again, they actually are pretty pathetically weak. One scattergun shot should do. Like here.
Dexter, if you
On
would.
the wide.
Or
There you
Jack.
go.
Never mind.
A little maneuver in there, I actually don't.
You know,
Anyway, so we break one.
then we get the
Go ahead.
others. I was about to say, whenever you're driving these things, I'm just expecting at some point, like, Daxter would just randomly honk the horn and you just hear da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh,
God
Jumbo's
damn it.
ship.
Yeah.
To make reference to my Stitch is a Glitch title thing that now is totally planned.
Well, that wasn't really... Well, it wasn't a reference to just Stitch.
I know.
as a
I'm just making. I knows. Oh jeez.
Ooh, this thing even comes with a mariachi button.
Oh, I just blew up 3 cars at once. Okay, no one's. They're insured. I'm positive. I'm positively positive they're insured. Let's just move.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have to blow up them and hit the switches, and that will then finally. I think that's actually the last mission of this. That's actually the last quote-unquote story mission of this act. So there are 3 acts. We're about to complete the first act, because once we get that elevator up and running, we can go up and pay the Baron a visit.
Awesome.
Which,
Oh,
that was
well,
intentional.
that works.
don't mind the texturing there. Anyway,
Yeah, it
but,
just turned green, I noticed.
oh, wait, please. Well, not the green. It was more that it was sticking up out of the ground. Like it was like stuck in the ground. Like it's supposed to be sticking. Whatever.
You're enjoying this too much.
I'm having fun. So, okay, you're doing good. I'm probably gonna die though. And again, it's so annoying that your health doesn't regen. But
Yeah, that's always a pain.
it would be helpful if like these, if even the normal NPCs drop them, or if other people drop them. But no, you get the only way you get health is from crates, and that's only, of course, the stages that need health crates.
Seriously.
Oh, okay, careful. Okay, now this is the cannonball run now. One hit and we're
That would
dead.
be kind of fucked up though if you could get health by beating up the patrons. It's like
Draining them of their life essence.
pretty much. At that point, you're pretty much no better than Kratos.
Aw,
I'll just take your
Kratos
word
is
for
a
that.
Good guy, kind of, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, for shit, he was in it for his own game.
That's what we're. Well, that's again. It's cool to see the character development right now. Is that's really all Jackson is for right now. He doesn't really care about saving the city. He just wants to get back to the Baron for 2 years of torture.
Yeah.
Which isn't unjustified, but oops.
Then
Oh, just in time.
Oh, Vin got his last message out just in the last moments of my life, but whatever. Let's get out of here.
Whoa.
So, elevator is up. You can leave. But yeah, we just want to get revenge. Really? I bumped into the one Crimson Guard car.
They really hate when you dent their car like that.
I just had this one waxed. And then they call the entire troops to take out the one guy who scratched your paint.
What the
Man,
fuck, man? I just buffed out all those scratches.
Who would have thought that a fender bender would be this much of a crime?
It's horrible, and they're gonna. And the problem is that maybe it would have been like a misdemeanor at best, but now I'm blowing up and killing people, so now I'm pretty much a felon at this point.
Yeah.
Man, imagine how they react
The
if
guy's
you
like, "Wait, I was just gonna give you a ticket for like."
Yeah, I was about to say, imagine how they react if you accidentally bust one of their taillights.
Oh jeez. But again, it's like, what if all along they were just getting mad? It's like, wait, I was supposed to just give you a ticket for like, I was only gonna give you a ticket for like $150. You're just coming to court and pay it. Now you're a serial killer. Anyway.
God damn.
Yeah, elevator goes up fast. And there's always something fun I liked about when playing the game is you can basically kind of see a low poly version of the entire city. So there's the temple, the Coliseum over there.
You see that island?
You can go to that island. You can see the slums. You can see the old town. It's kind of cool. Like they do see. Even here, they still do. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, makes you wonder what it'd be like if the Jak and Daxter trilogy got the insane treatment.
I would not be upset with that. Although we may have to repurchase them all again.
Would
I already have.
No regrets?
Honestly, I would still buy it.
Yeah.
Like if it was the whole trilogy, and if it was the whole trilogy. Oh god. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, I didn't even die from the thing. It was like it pushed me off. Anyway, die. But no, if it was similar to the Insane Trilogy, okay, honestly, I think I could maybe get away with a $40 or $50. I don't think it would be I think you could get away with a 50 or 60 just because of how long 2 and 3 are.
Yeah, like these are much more dedicated games than the Crash trilogy.
Oh yeah.
And when I mean, granted, that's not to say that they're better games overall. I'm just saying that they have more to them.
More complicated. Yeah. They're more in depth. More whatever.
Mm-hmm. They are essentially the big brother of the Bandicoot.
Oh, devil damn it! How are we supposed to do all this hardcore parkour when it's raining? It's gonna make everything all slippery.
Oh,
I know.
Them
freaking
feels.
Breath of the Wild's giving me trauma still.
Ugh.
Yes, it does.
Do you think that's something they'll carry over into the new Zelda game?
If they do, I hope they at least have some sort of workaround.
Yeah.
Like maybe a pair of gauntlets that let you climb up like slippery rocks.
Yeah, like maybe like you're actually like punching your hands into the rock to like dig and.
I'm honestly kind of surprised.
So doing the Knuckles approach.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised they didn't make that like a DLC gear or something.
That's a good point. Like they have the power to do so. Speaking of power, here's Baron Praxis. And
he is bargaining with the metalheads.
That looks like an alien with dreadlocks.
Give me the agreed upon eco soon, or the deal is off, and your precious city will pay the price.
He's toying with us. Let me lead an assault on the nest before it's too late. I can take him.
Patience, Commander.
Thank you, Errol.
No one has ever penetrated the metalhead nest, you know that. I've seen what comes of such foolish plans.
So that's how Mr. Krabs lost his eye.
yeah, he lost his own head.
To eat from our hands.
Oh god. I wonder if anyone's ever drawn Mr. Krabs as Baron Praxis.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's somewhere on the internet. I'm also surprised if you haven't seen people draw Mr. Krabs as Lex Luthor, or vice versa.
One way or another.
Oh, I'm sure that's been done before.
Also, you just mentioned Ashlyn is his daughter.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So Ashlyn is now confirmed to be Pearl, and they're looking after some sort of tomb.
As you wish.
Daxter?
Daxter, no.
Oops.
What was that?
Someone had better say, "Excuse me."
I forget what that was from.
It's from the Recess movie where they were in the vents overhearing James Woods' plan and Mikey
Yeah,
accidentally burps.
James Woods. Yeah, I remember that. James Woods was actually... James Woods plays fun villains.
James Woods is just a fun
he does.
villain.
Oh,
boy.
Well,
hey.
he caught on pretty quick.
You got into that really quick, too.
Yeah, I want to say, as far as my Jak 2 playthrough overall is concerned, I think this is as far as I got.
Okay, and I will say this is also pretty steady difficulty spike compared to the missions. This is our first boss. Basic things to note is in the lower right, that bar is a shield. As long as that bar is filled, we can't do damage. But fortunately, they don't have two separate batteries, so the battery that he uses for his weapons also is the same battery shared by the shield.
So are we not gonna take note of the fact that he's essentially riding on Robo Cthulhu?
It does look like Robo Cthulhu, don't it?
A little bit.
Yeah, basically, you're gonna be fighting three different phases. Each phase is a different weapon being utilized, and oh god, this is gonna be close. And then, once he's fired enough of that weapon, you're gonna start doing damage until he recharges. So this is the first weapon. It's fairly easy. Just don't be in a straight line in front of him.
Like that.
Wait, no, James Woods is a fun villain. Like, I also like James Woods. Just sounds so passionate whenever he gets angry about something.
Definitely.
Or at least when he's voicing to be angry about something.
God, now that I should say that, imagine James Woods as Baron Praxis.
I don't think it would work. You do need a deep breath voice, which again I never would have suspected Mr. Krabs to be good at doing those kind of voices.
Yeah,
no, those are the kind of voices he's
at it.
famous for.
Well,
Right.
then how about here's the part then where I could still like make me go, oh, don't voice acting. What other things has he voiced that I should remember him from? But I don't.
Well, let me see. Well, we already mentioned both Lex Luthor and Neo Cortex. He also is, I doubt you've really seen the show much, but he's one of the barbarian villains in Gargoyles, the one that pretty much destroyed all of Goliath's other clan before they all froze in time until they woke up.
I did watch those episodes. Yeah, that he does play with one of those characters, and if I'm not mistaken, he also plays Hades in God of War 3.
Mm-hmm. And I do know he's also, like, as far as like live action stuff goes, he's apparently one of the main characters in Highlander.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I forgot who he played though. I just knew he was a major character.
There it goes.
And he's also Surturing
one more phase,
for
then we're good.
Ragnarok.
But yeah, I should say the reason why this is so hard is that if you die at any point in time, which again you have like maybe 4 hits, period, you have to restart the entire boss fight again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna break this boss fight with Dark Blast now and do a come on.
Assuming you don't get Dark Blasted yourself.
Actually,
done.
Nice. Real quick before I forget, something I think James might find amusing. James, do you remember that one Mickey short that has all of the biker warthogs?
Oh yeah, those are all him.
Only the leader was.
Oh yeah, the leader. My bad.
And then he just pulls the Eggman and gets out of here.
He does a pretty good. He makes for a pretty good biker peg.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can get that. So, boss is dead.
Honestly, that short is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
So
nice.
as opposed to sending up all of his troops to attack us, now that he's clearly known that we're here and we've broken his defenses, he's just kind of letting us leave. So, yeah, that's it. That's the end of the first third of the game.
Yeah.
Which, yes.
And it all goes downhill from here.
It should be like falling up. Have a good. Thank you for writing, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Don't forget your latte, sir.
Line the steps, sir. Sorry, I'm thinking of Roger Rabbit. Anywho,
Yeah.
that's a movie that I hope that's a movie that I hope is never like remade or
Well, I'm pretty sure they're not
Nothing's
going
ever gonna
to.
top that.
Like, I think for
But
one
just,
thing, it's...
again, go ahead.
I was about to say, I think for one thing, a lot of why it's probably never going to get touched is mainly due to the talent behind it, just in terms of, it would seem kind of disrespectful to both Bob Hoskins and the original voice actor for Roger to try and touch that.
Well, not only that, but just the technicals, like what they did for the cinematography in that is just amazing to think about how they had to pull that off. Oh jeez.
What the hell did you do?
I almost forgot about that little kid.
We've been sightseeing.
Yeah, and
Like that?
core.
Really? Then why are the Crimson Guard looking for a dangerous young man with light hair, blue tunic, and a rabbit orange rat on his shoulder?
Could be anyone.
He just points at him.
Look, we climbed up to the Baron's palace, and we tripped a few alarms.
Oh, right, that too.
What? I didn't authorize a strike. Hey, we kicked the Baron's ass.
Oh dear, there's bad words. We need a language
And
jar.
we overheard
Oh, hang on.
a meeting with the leader of the
Yeah, secret meeting.
You saw the metalhead leader.
Oh, there
We
he
saw,
goes.
we remembered him from the first, whatever, you
The
recognize him.
Baron is bribing the metalheads with
Right.
ego.
It will never be enough.
And are we just gonna ignore the fact that he just said language?
Is that so? Well,
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, just the technical what they did with that movie was cool. One project that I've been seeing on the Sci-Fi Network lately. Oh, yeah, by the way, Ashton's his daughter. We're kind of upset about that.
Connection with her. That's none of your business, since you've stirred up the wumpies.
And he's basically giving us our mission, which we now have to do escort missions, which suck, as you can imagine, because AI is not always the most forgiving.
They specify. Move all of them without any casualties. Don't screw this up, Jack.
Alrighty, Edgelord.
Where's your ass?
So, on Sci-Fi Network, I guess there's some show called Happy, with an exclamation mark at the end, based on a graphic novel.
I vaguely
I
heard
don't
about
remember it.
Doesn't it involve
Okay.
like some sort of CG unicorn?
Or horse, yeah. So so it's the story is an ex-cop who's gambling, drugs, and all that. Oh yeah, by the way, because nothing can be easy. For some reason, just picking up someone for a lovely stroll to the picnic, if it's unauthorized, means you have to now be put on the entire police's hit list. Goodbye, sir.
I love
So,
it,
oh
just
jeez. Go sailor, smack! Just smack him with the back of this car.
You look like you used a distraction. Oh my god, what is that?
So anywho, careful. Thank you. Oh yeah, don't worry if the card is destroyed. Like you can like, the guy doesn't like automatically be dead. You just have to find a new vehicle to move him to quickly.
Carpooling is
that's-
illegal.
Pretty much, even though all these cars have, even though most of the cars have 2 seats in them. Moving on. So it's called. So the story is that an ex-cop into gambling, into all the drinking, whatever. He gets. Oh, there goes the car. Okay, new car. Thank you, sir. You've just donated to the cause.
How
Sir,
lucky.
get in the freaking car. Get in the car.
Ouch!
I'm literally hitting you with the car. You can get in the car now, please.
He's trying to get.
This car is literally about. This car.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Well, there goes that car too, because
Well,
that idiot won't get in. Oh,
You're
God.
boned.
It's so much fire.
It's hard.
Just-
Get in the goddamn
It's shit like
car.
this where I'm not like it's shit like this why I don't have too many fond memories of Jack 2. I mean, granted, I want to say I at least got this far anyway, but it's like escort missions like this aren't fun.
No, and again, the vehicle handling itself won't be improved upon until 3.
Somewhat, yeah.
The weapon handling was pretty good in 3, so I had to build a whole system out of it.
It worked out for what it was.
New vehicle, this one has more health. Okay.
And not to mention you weren't limited to such cramped spaces.
Yeah, it's very narrow. Not
Devil
the best
damn it,
for
boy!
speed.
We said no carpooling.
Even Grand Theft Auto, like even normal Grand Theft Auto games have wider streets and stuff and less bumpy roads.
Yeah, seriously.
And as opposed to this next area, places that actually have roads.
Ow.
Sorry, sir.
must
Oh,
Excuse
gosh.
me, sir. You're in my way.
So anyway, sorry, back to what it is. Ex-con. Anyway, he gets shot and almost dies, but I don't know what they're gonna explain it with. But what happens is that he for some reason as he's about to die, like he forms some psychic link or something. Basically, a little girl's imaginary friend is suddenly able to talk to him,
What?
and he can see him. I don't know. I've only seen the trailer, and I have not yet read the graphic novel that it was based upon. But a little girl's imaginary friend can now be seen by him because the little girl in question was kidnapped,
Oh.
and the imaginary friend, I guess, wanting to help and save the girl, I guess then found the ex-cop and is trying to say, I need your help. Like, you need to help save this girl. She's the one who, you get the idea.
I
Yeah.
don't know
and-
why, but just real quick, when you're talking about this imaginary unicorn, I know this is going to completely take the teeth out of the moment, but the first thing that came to mind when I was thinking of that was the unicorn from Dave the Barbarian, just in that situation.
Goodness, Johnny, you gotta save her. Oh god, it was terrible. The sights, the sounds. I need your help.
No, I'm not going to do that impression
I've
anymore.
seen
So-
things.
Oh, there
I'll make
goes
you
the
quiver
lights.
in fear and pray to whatever god you believe in
Okay.
that the madness will stop.
Oh, okay. The guy
Yeah,
just
there
jumped
goes-
out.
And there goes the red bumper light.
And okay, two things just happened in quick succession that I want to make note of. One is that a Crimson Guard killed himself by ramming into my vehicle, which we can just agree that was pretty much his fault.
Yeah.
Not so much mine.
Moron.
And then the second thing is that when I went to drop the guy off, he just jumped out of a car that was floating about 20 feet off the ground.
Yeah, just cue.
He's like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, pretty much cue the Wilhelm or Howie scream.
Yeah, but to stop the conversation there with that show Happy, it looks cool. Apparently, season 1 just concluded, and they have a season 2 already in plan. And for hype's sake, maybe to have fun imagining it, the horse is voiced by Patton Oswalt.
Actually, I think I remember what you're talking about. I saw it at on the back issue of this. I forget which comic it was, but I actually do remember like seeing a paper ad for it, and yeah, the horse looked weird.
Well, yeah, because it's supposed to be a weird magic. But yeah, it's voiced by Patton Oswalt. For those who don't know, it's Remy from Ratatouille.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Alrighty. Goodbye, everybody.
Till next time, everybody. So sorry about that.
I'll see you in your worst nightmares.